Hello and welcome to today's session on Sage for Accountants. I am Eliana, part of the education and design team, and I will be taking you through the session today, getting started with Sage for Accountants. Let's make a start by looking at the 5 key takeaways from today's session. Hopefully, the presentation will make you familiar with what is Sage for Accountants, give you a good understanding of its key features and capabilities, and how you can use them through a live demonstration. At the end, I will share some information about how we reward your loyalty and the support and training we offer. I will start with some general information on Sage for Accountants. Sage for Accountants is our brand new market proposition for accountants and bookkeepers in practice, which encompasses all the software, services, and other benefits and rewards a practice will need to succeed with Sage. In fact, Sage makes a practice have everything they need to boss it. Be on top of your game, grow your practice, and crush collaboration. Sage introduces the new concept of active practice management to transform how you win and engage with your clients, price competitively, and manage the efficiency and profitability of your practice. Sage leverages AI and machine learning services to complement exceptional experience and knowledge, to present consolidated information and surface actionable insights, elevating the role of accountants as the industry shifts towards advisory services. Sage for Accountants provides a unified workflow for accountants and bookkeepers and their small business clients in a single experience centered around a complete view of your clients. This creates a vibrant ecosystem for Sage and partner apps to enable winning new clients, data automation, bookkeeping, payroll, compliance, and advisory services. A set of game-changing client collaboration tools leverage automation to transform this critical relationship. Cloud workflows means you can take control of MCD, automate data capture to tax submissions, and work in harmony with your clients. Now let's move on to the key features of our new platform. Sage can enable and empower accountants and bookkeepers in practice to solve problems with smart solutions delivered by a connected and seamless experience. Today, Sage has a relationship with thousands of accountants in the UK, which in turn gives us access to over 2 million small businesses. For these small businesses to be successful, they need to have strong business acumen, commercial management, and financial control. Your role is critical to this. Accountants and bookkeepers are the role models of how to run a successful, profitable business whilst maintaining 100% compliance. Therefore, it's our mission at Sage to place you at the heart of what we do and build intuitive solutions that meet and exceed your needs. Sage for Accountants is how we reinvented how accountants work in partnership with Sage and how they collaborate with Sage and their clients to deliver active end-to-end practice management. With Sage for Accountants, you can manage all your clients from one place and only add and pay for services that you need. One simple client list, one-click access to client data and capture to tax modules to glide through client workflows. Access to support, self-serve and handheld, a dedicated practice success manager, making tax digital support, practice onboarding, and team and client learning. Existing Partner Edition users will get contacted to explain how and when they will be migrated to the new platform. Sign up for Sage for Accountants is totally free. You also get accounting free for 3 months for your clients and free client management, accounting, payroll, and compliance for your practice. Let's look at the key features in a little bit more detail. Win and onboard clients. Don't let opportunity and profit slip away with professional proposal and engagement letters from Go Proposal. You can access a 1 month free trial. Manage and organize clients in one single place so you can collaborate with your team and access client work in a single click. Get work done for clients with one end-to-end workflow, auto entry for data capture, accounting, payroll, and HR for everyday bookkeeping and reporting, and compliance for final accounts and tax. Give advice as the industry shifts. We equip you with advisory tools, reporting, and insights to give live advice in real time to your clients. Get rewards, pay as you go, save as you grow with loyalty points that you get discounts, as well as free subscriptions for your practice worth up to £62 per month. Now we will go through a product demonstration showcasing the key features of Sage for Accountants. We will make a start with a sign up. To sign up, I will take you through 3 simple steps. Step 1 will be to set up your account. So you'll enter your first name, last name, and email address, and then click Continue to Practice. Step 2 will be to enter your practice's name and preferred telephone number. However, this is not mandatory. Then specify the number of employees. Further down, enter your address, and then choose whether it's the same as your billing address. And finally, click Continue to Payment Setup. Step 3, you can open and view the terms and conditions and accept if you're happy. Choose between credit or debit card or direct debit. This is what you will have to fill in if you choose the credit or debit card option. So enter all the necessary details. And finally, click Continue. You're now one step before accessing Sage for Accountants. Your email address, first and last name will pull through. All you need to do now is set up and confirm a password. Then click Sign Up. You'll be asked to verify the email with a code that you've been sent. Enter in the code and click Verify Email. You're now launched into Sage for Accountants itself. Now that we have landed in the product, you have the cookie message and the product tour. Once you consent to the cookies, you'll be presented with a great product tour to help you get started with Sage for Accountants. You can either click Start the tour to learn more or skip for now. If you click Start the tour, you'll be presented with 5 main sections. The tour will walk you through how to add a client folder, the client list and the client record, and opening and managing subscriptions. If you now exit the tour, you can come back to it at any time from the top right-hand side. The first action for all new users is to add their first client folder. That allows you to group related organizations, individuals, and contacts into one place. To do this, click New Client Folder and give it a name. To start adding a client, the first choice to make is whether the client is an organization or an individual. An organization is a client, usually a business that the practice does work for. An individual can be people connected to organizations or people that pay for services like self-assessment. You will see an asterisk next to any required details. I will start by entering the organization's name and classification. As an example, I will enter K-Craft as a sole trade, and the trading name will be the same as the organization name. I will also add an email address for them. I will skip the address section and enter their financial year end. However, if you have all the details available, it's best to add them to have a more complete record. Once you're happy with the information entered, just click Save. We will now add another organization by clicking Add an Organization. And for the demonstration purposes, we will assume Sweet Creations Limited has another company, the Baking Supplies. We would like to act for them as well, but we don't as of yet. So we can add their details as a contact so that when we do sign the contract with them, you can get going straight away as all their details will be already in the client list. And now we'll finally add an individual by clicking Add an Individual. This person, for example, can be the main point of contact from the organization. We're going to add their name, surname, and email address. Again, everything with an asterisk is mandatory. If you do not act for them as a client and they're just a contact, select the contact option and click Save. Then Save again. We've now successfully got 3 records within the client folder. The client record lets you find, view, and edit client details, including subscriptions, any compliance details, and optional add-ons. It's possible to switch between clients within the folder and view their details separately, and then simply go back to the client list by selecting the X from the top right to view and edit another folder. Within the client record, a user can edit clients and contacts, add and edit comments, delete clients and contacts, or delete their folder entirely. If you have organizations or individuals who are contacts, it's possible to change their status to set them up as client. To do this, select Edit Details from within the contact and amend the client type, and then Save. A flag icon will then appear next to their name, and then if a folder contains multiple individuals, you can also mark one of them as a primary contact while keeping them as a client. Under Basic Details, you'll find the client's name and their contact details, and if you already added the client's compliance details, they will appear here as well. The subscription tile allows you to view and manage the client subscriptions and view any reports they might have. You can add subscriptions for accounting, payroll, and compliance. To add a new subscription for this client, select Manage Subscriptions. You can now see what subscriptions are available, and because this is a company, we've got the option of accounting, payroll, and compliance. In this instance, I will choose to add Accounting Plus. Each time you purchase a subscription for a client, you will be able to earn Sage points for the practice. The more Sage points accumulated, the higher the level of discount is available. For example, by adding Accounting Plus, we're also adding 10 reward points. Confirm those changes by clicking Confirm, and then we head back into the client record. We can launch into the product from here, and you can also download any reports. It's very easy to amend the subscriptions if needed by clicking Manage Subscriptions. For example, if you need to add payroll for this client, select Payroll and then choose the relevant number of employees. Then click Update Pricing. This will give you an additional 10 reward points. It's also possible to cancel subscriptions from here. Once cancelled, those subscriptions can be reactivated within 6 months. Another powerful feature is the Comments tile. That allows you to add and edit comments to update a colleague or leave reminders for yourself. From the right-hand side, select Add a comment. These comments are time and date stamped, and in the future we will be adding richer functionality which will evolve this feature into a true collaboration tool. Speaking of collaboration, I will now show you how easy it is to invite your clients to collaborate and work with you. To do that, I will launch into the product from within the product record, which is Accounting Plus in this example. From the menu bar, select Settings. Then from the Customize section, select User Management. To set up a new user, from the top right, select Invite User. Starting from the top, enter the email address for your new client. Now let's look at their access levels. For a user to have full access, including the ability to set up new users and change their access levels, select the checkbox for System Manager. Alternatively, from the role drop-down, select the appropriate level. Custom will allow you to select the specific areas you want your client to have access to or not have access to from the Advanced Permissions area. Once happy, prompt the new user activation email by clicking Save. We will now explore in more detail the homepage of the client management application, the client list. You can add folders to this list as a way to group clients, which is demonstrated in the folder view. In the list view, users can see an alphabetical list of clients. Alongside the client's name, you can see the client folder they belong to, their financial year-end details if available, and their subscriptions. You can access those by clicking onto it, and that will take you straight into the license itself. Back in the folder view, you can view them within their folders. It's also possible to search for clients here, and you can add filters to narrow down your search. So I will search for a specific client. To further narrow down my search, I can add filters. I can filter the client list by product, type, country, and financial year. So here I will choose type, company, and apply to only find the company clients from the client list. It's worth mentioning at this stage that this way of organizing clients into folders to group related clients together is a real differentiator. This folder view creates a hierarchical list of all the businesses and individuals that interact with the practice, clients and contacts. Client management also gives you the ability to add users to the platform and assign roles to them, so you and your colleagues can work together and access client data seamlessly. It's possible to add unlimited users. To add a user, from the top right, hover over your practice's name and click Manage Users. When in Manage Users, you can view all your current users if you already have any. To add a new user, click Add User and enter the user's email address. Then you'll need to enter roles and permissions for them. The drop-down would specify the business and product they have access to. Then assign them with the appropriate role. You can select the level of access to give each new user. By clicking View Role, you can view the permissions of the selected role in more detail. Further down, tick the checkbox if you want the new user to be able to manage the subscriptions for all businesses, and then simply click Add User. As the accountancy industry shifts to a more advisory role, here at Sage, we strive to equip you with advisory tools so you can give your clients in-depth insights of their businesses. To do that, click onto the client in question to access their license from within the client list. Alternatively, open up their record for more actions. You can easily launch in the product by clicking Launch Products. If you just need to export financial reports for your clients, hover over Reports and select the relevant one. That will then trigger a new tab to open directly to that report. That will give you the insights your client would like to know so you can give them the advice and direction they need. You can easily filter your report based on the client's requirements and export it into a CSV or a PDF file. With Sage for Accountants, not only you get the client management application free of charge, you also get Accountant Plus and payroll for 50 employees. In order to access the subscriptions your practice has for their own use, from the top right, click Manage Business Account. That brings us to the business details from where you can also view and edit basic address and contact information for your practice. Now to access the subscriptions your practice have purchased for use with your practice, click Business Subscriptions. You can see here the Client Management Application, Accountant Plus, and Payroll for 50 employees. You can also gain access to those by hovering over the top left-hand side. You can easily toggle between those products. For more information on how to set your free of charge accounting and payroll licenses, you can visit the Onboarding Hub. As you would know by now, Sage for Accountants is much more than just managing clients and their data. Within Sage for Accountants, we're also going to be providing additional benefits. This is how we help you make the most out of Sage for Accountants. With Sage for Accountants, you're instantly part of the team. Your practice success manager and enablement specialist will be introduced to you on day one and will be there every step of the way with support, advice, and guidance. Whether you choose to self-serve or get in touch for more help, our dedicated hub will be there with everything you need in one place, from onboarding, guides to quick start videos and more. Our expertly learning pathways ensure that you can step through Sage for Accountants. Our learning helps you solve your everyday problems. We focus more on your workflow rather than our products. Access Sage University directly from Sage for Accountants with single sign-on. As you complete learning, you get rewarded with digital badges that you can share on your social platforms and also use to boost your directory profile listing. Finally, discover and access Sage champions directly from Sage for Accountants. Complete challenges to achieve badges and earn rewards that you can redeem on the very same platform. You can now view on screen our simple pricing model. I will leave this slide on for a little longer. In a nutshell, with Sage for Accountants, you pay per subscription with simple client pricing. For any new subscriptions you add, you will earn Sage points, and the more Sage points you collect, the higher your practice discount and rewards you earn. The discount you earn will be applied across all your client subscriptions. Moving on, each time you purchase a subscription of Sage Accounting, Sage Payroll, or Sage Compliance for a client, you will be able to earn Sage points for the practice. And the more Sage points accumulated, the higher the level of discount is available. If your practice earns enough points to earn them a higher level of discount, they will earn that discount for all clients moving forward, not just any new ones added. Accountant Start, you would receive 5 points. For Accountant Standard, you will receive 10 points. You'd also receive 10 points for Accounting Plus. For all the tiers in Payroll, you would receive 10 points as well. Compliance for Business, you receive 1 point, and Compliance for Individual or Self-Employed, you would receive 1 point. I will now share some support and training information. So on this slide, you can view information on how we can assist you further. We have a whole range of support and training available to you. You can visit our brand new Sage for Accountants onboarding center and find everything you need to know about the new platform in one place, including guides, videos, and webinars. Visit the Webinar Hub to browse and learn at your own pace on your own computer. It's accessible 24/7 and anywhere you are. Make the most out of client management by reading the Getting Started guide in the Help Center. If you have any further questions regarding training and webinars, email the education and design team at accountant.education@sage.com. Let's find out what's coming soon in Sage for Accountants. We are looking to bring new exciting features in client management. Learn how to use our software via Sage University, so we will bring in an option where you can access the training all free of charge from within Sage for Accountants. We are working towards in adding the multi-client import, where you can import a batch of your clients into the system under a few clicks. In the future, you'll also be able to accept invitations from clients already using Sage Business Cloud, Xero, or QuickBooks, and either link to an existing client record or automatically create a new one. Next, we would like to bring the integration of auto entry and the VAT center in client management, as this will make it faster for you to bring in all your invoices and statements. We will also be bringing Sage champions with direct access from Sage for Accountants, complete challenges to achieve badges and earn rewards that you can redeem on the very same platform. That brings us to the end of our webinar today. Thank you for watching and see you soon on another one of our sessions.